Welcome to the fourth one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber Fastlane, WrestleMania 33, Payback, Backlash. Alright, in this one, the top card I got with this is an AJ Styles one. Not gonna lie, I really like that card. But here's the case, the lovely double feature case. Alright, so I just finished Payback. As you can see, his Backlashers right there. I swear they used that one for another one. Oh no, they might have used it for Fastlane. I can't remember. Either way, this sounds really familiar. Then again, it's generic as hell, so you never know. But yeah, I just finished Payback, so let's go over this card real quick. Enzo Amore and Big Cass take on New Gallows and Carl Anderson in a 6-minute match. Honestly, for a short match as it was okay. Again, nothing great, nothing bad. It's pre-show. You either get something really bad or something really just okay. Never gonna get anything really great on the pre-show unless it's like SummerSlam or WrestleMania. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship, and if Chris Jericho wins, he is transferred to SmackDown. This was a really fun match. I don't know which one I like better, this one or the Mania one. This one was longer, by like a minute or something like that. But this is also the first time I've seen Chris Jericho win with the Walls of Jericho in a very, very long time. And I love, like, the match is great. It's good. And I love at the end when Kevin Owens gets his finger, they do the whole finger on the rope thing again. Chris Jericho sees it and he just gets irate. He just demolishes that hand. What is my hair doing? But yeah, he just demolishes the hand. I love that. That was amazing. And then he stuck his hand under, like, in the steel steps and then kicked it? Oh. No, thank you. But it was a really great match. Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Again, this was a really solid match for something that only went 11 minutes. I mean, when you always get a disqualification finish, or cannot finish, it always leaves kind of a sour taste in your mouth, no matter how good the match was, no matter how decent the match was, or great the match is. If it has an unsatisfying finish, it's always going to leave a sour taste in your mouth. This is no exception. I mean, Neville had no choice but to either tap out or get disqualified, and he chose getting disqualified and keeping his championship, which I can understand logically from his point. But it just leaves an unsatisfying taste in my mouth. Sour grapes, if you will. But there you have it. Austin Aries wins, but Neville retains. And then you have the Hardy Boys taking on Cesaro and Sheamus for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. And a match that went 12 minutes. Again, I really liked this match. It was awesome. And then you have the surprise heel turn by Cesaro and Sheamus after the match. Jeff Hardy loses a tooth. I mean, the near falls are also really great in this match. And again, it's the Hardy Boys, so I'm always going to love it. Let's see, and then after that, we've got Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, and the curse happens again. Bayley loses in her hometown. If it's not your birthday, or if it's not your hometown, it's your birthday, you lose. Because wrestling is stupid, I guess, and you can never win in front of people that know you. Honestly, I really love this match. This is one of my more favorite matches in the night. I mean, I would have liked Bayley to win, but this is miles ahead of what they did at Extreme Rules. And I just really enjoyed this match. It was fun, even though it was only 11 minutes. I felt like it could have gone a little bit longer. But hey, And then after that, we have Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton in the House of Horrors match. Now, this is controversial in the fact that a lot of people hated it. A lot of people hated it because half of it was pre-taped. Probably 3/4 of it was pre-taped. Because I don't think when they actually got to the ring, I don't think that part happened for very long. But yeah, I enjoyed it. But I'm weird like that. I enjoyed it for what it was. I wouldn't say it's great. I wouldn't say it was the best thing. But I enjoyed it for what it was and for what they tried to do. The only thing I didn't like about this match was that Bray was the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal interfering. I understand why it happened, but I just think Bray really needed this win fairly. I think he just needed this win without help. Honestly, because he wins with help way too much. For a guy his size, he's depicted as an opportunistic heel. Not necessarily a weak heel like Kevin Owens was, or still kind of is. But I just think Bray really needed to win this match without help to help his momentum. Because the fact that the only way he won this match was because of the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal just kind of makes him look weak. But it is what it is. And then we have Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe in a singles match. Which honestly, to me, it was my favorite match of the night. Just my favorite match of the night. Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe are great wrestlers. They put on a great match, and Seth Rollins, without a finisher, pulled off the sneak kind of rolling package for the victory, which protects Samoa Joe because it was a surprise. It caught him off guard. It was a package, and it protects Rollins because he gets the win. So it's a win-win for everybody, basically. And then we get to the main event where Braun Strowman takes on a beaten and battered Roman Reigns. As beaten and as battered as he is, you would think the guy would have less offense, but no, he's Roman Reigns, so he's going to get in his legs, his offense. Which, I don't know, the match was what it was. It was alright. It gave people what they wanted. Roman Reigns being destroyed. Because after the fact, Braun just dropped him on the steel steps and then took the steel steps and drove it into his midsection, leaving Roman walking out a coughing, bleeding mess. The match wasn't good. I mean, the match wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I would say it's barely good. But it was just Braun being dominant, and then Roman proving his guts and how strong he is, and the fact that he's a superhuman man that can kick out of anything and do anything, basically. But even superheroes have their kryptonites. So that's it for Payback, I guess. Let me know what was your favorite match from this card. Like I said, mine was Seth Samoa. And up next, it's Payback time. Not Payback. What am I doing? Why? Why do I always do this? It's not Payback time. It's Backlash time. Well, now it's time for Backlash after Payback. And again, you can't hear the generic music because I lowered that to like, I don't know, 8. Again, with the pre-show, Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English in another pre-show match. There's no other way to describe it, really. Just a pre-show match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. A lot of people were complaining about this match, saying Dolph Ziggler got too much offense in. I don't understand. I thought the match was fine. I thought the match was good. I mean, granted, the match they had last night on 6/20, June 20th edition of SmackDown Live was better than this. But that being said, this match is still good. It's still a good match. Like, I don't see an issue with this match at all. Like, people were making it seem like Shinsuke Nakamura literally got no offense in until his finisher. And that was not the case at all. Ziggler might have gotten, like, maybe 65% of the offense, while Shinsuke got 45%. I don't see where people were complaining, because honestly, Shinsuke Nakamura got a lot of offense in himself as well. Like, man, you people stupid. The match was fine. It was good. It was a great match. Then we have the Usos versus Breezango. And one hell of a ridiculous match. Holy crap. I love this match so much. Tyler Breeze comes out and the Jinder outfit's sweeping or mopping the floor just randomly in front of him. And then when he tags in, he's just mopping the ring. And even when he's on the apron, he's mopping the ring. He's mopping the ringside. This match was just ridiculous on a whole nother level. Oh my god, it was great. And JBL couldn't figure out that it wasn't Tyler Breeze. And then when Grandma came, oh my goodness. Oh, this match was just great on a whole nother level. I mean, their match on SmackDown Live, the day when Tyler Breeze beat one of the Usos and then Fandango beat one of the Usos in a one-on-one match, both via roll-up, before having a tag team match, just so they could get their rematch in before the New Day return, which was stupid. I love the New Day, but honestly, I prefer Breezango in the title run, or going after the titles. That's just me. But it was just great. Janitor Breeze and Grandma Breeze are amazing. It was just funny, fun match. Jim Cornette probably hated it to hell. I loved it. It was great. Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. This was another solid, great match as well. Like, this pay-per-view had 3 good to great matches. Shinsuke Ziggler, Sami Corbin, and Kevin Styles. And this match was awesome. Another thing I heard somebody complain about was that Baron, you know, when somebody throws Baron into the corner and he just sits under the rope and then quickly comes back in via the other side. They said he did that twice, and he only did it once. Because they said the second time he did it, set up for the finisher. But no, Sami threw him out of the ring and he came back in. Like, he threw him through the second rope. Baron didn't slide underneath the rope of his own will. Sami literally just threw him out of the ring. He came back in and got hit with a big boot, and then got hit with a haluva kick. That was another thing I didn't get when I read something, or when I was reading the results of this pay-per-view. Because while I saw Payback, or most of Payback, I didn't see this pay-per-view. So this whole pay-per-view was new to me. The 6-woman tag team match, it was, again, just a 6-woman tag team match. Nothing bad, nothing great, just there. And then we get to the Steel Shower. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, which ends, this match went 21 minutes. It was the longest match of the night, by far. And it ends in a count out because Styles gets his foot caught up in the table, the announce table. And this match was amazing. It was great. Definitely the best match from either pay-per-view. Like, by far, this match was better than anything on Backlash. It was better than anything at Payback. It just sucks that it ends in count out, which again leaves an unsatisfying taste, but sets up for a rematch that didn't happen at Money in the Bank because they were both in the Money in the Bank. Oh, but I'm assuming their next pay-per-view is going to be Battleground before SummerSlam. So maybe we'll get it there. And then we have, after that amazing match, we get Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. And I felt sorry for these guys because the crowd was just dead throughout this whole entire match. The crowd was pretty much dead after that match up until Randy Orton started doing his whole shtick. at the very end of their match. Otherwise, the crowd seemed pretty dead for the main event as well. But these guys are just dead pretty much throughout the whole entire match. I mean, you get minimal response for Luke Harper because people like him. But after that Kevin AJ Styles match, it just seemed like people had hardly any energy left. And Eric Rowan just... people said Nakamura or Ziggler got too much offense in his match. In my opinion, I didn't feel that with the Shinsuke Ziggler match. I felt like they got in enough offense. Each person got in enough offense to have a great match. And they did. They had a good match. I mean, their match on SmackDown last night was better, but I felt like that was more of the case with this match where Eric Rowan got too much offense in on Luke Harper. Like, nobody cares for Eric Rowan. And if you do, then good for you. But in the grand scheme of things, he's not going to go anywhere. Nobody cares. Like, out of the Wyatt family, pretty sure it goes Bray, Braun, Luke, Eric. Can't see my hand because it's underneath the desk. That's how low of a ceiling he has. Luke Harper wins. Rightfully so. Eric Rowan should have never beaten him on that SmackDown Live before this pay-per-view. Then we had Jinder Mahal with the Singh Brothers versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. And again, like I said, people were dead for this match. Like, the only time I can remember any significant crowd response is during Randy Orton's entrance. And at the very end of the match, when Jinder rolls onto their apron and Randy Orton looks like he's about to go for his apron DDT, that's when people started to come alive again. But otherwise, throughout this match, people were pretty much dead, and I don't blame them. There wasn't much going on throughout this match, to be honest with you. It was kind of boring in the beginning. It really didn't pick up until like the last 2 minutes, which is not good for a match that goes 15 minutes. If you have to wait 13 boring minutes to get to, or 13, 11, whatever, to get to the exciting part, it's not good. I mean, it was definitely 10 minutes of boring back and forth. There was nothing interesting going on or exciting going on, just holds and Randy Orton holding his arm. So a lot of holding. Jinder Mahal submissions, Randy Orton holding his arm. That, and another thing was Mike Yoda did terrible refereeing in this match. I mean, terrible. No. Like, Mike Yoda's one of the veterans, yet his refereeing in this match was just terrible. And I know that's because of the script, but that doesn't... I'm sorry, but if a wrestler... If two short people on the outside literally have to reach into the ring, literally, they reached into the ring, grabbed Jinder Mahal's feet, and pulled him out of the ring, I'm pretty sure that warrants I don't know, them being thrown out of the match for physically getting involved. They physically got in the ring. Not completely. They reached into the ring, grabbed his feet, and pulled him out of the ring. I'm sorry, but if they did that, they should have been banished from ringside. Right then, they should have been thrown from ringside, ejected from the match, right then and there. And there were several times that they did something, and Mike Yoda just barely did any. Oh no, it was the Jinder Mahal blatantly hit Randy Orton in the throat. Mike Yoda did nothing. He did nothing. He just stared and refereed the match. Like, he didn't warn Jinder at all. He didn't get in his face or do anything. He did nothing. And I'm pretty sure when you hit somebody in the throat, it's not legal. Their match at Money in the Bank was much better than this. Even though it was kind of similar, but the destruction of the Singh Brothers was much more satisfying in that match. So yeah, that being said, you mother... Why is Champagne calling me? No, Champagne, Illinois. I shall not answer you. You're wasting my time.
Hello.
No, don't care. Just Good. That being said, like I said, Kevin and AJ definitely stole the show. Definitely the best match of either pay-per-view. That being said, I think Payback wins because it overall had better matches going out through the night. Just in general, the matches in Payback were overall generally more consistently better, if you know what I mean. Because Shinsuke, Ziggler, Zayn, Corbin, and Kevin and AJ were all good matches. And then the Usos versus Breezango was a really fun match. But I just felt like the matches that happened at Payback were just better in general. More consistently. And both of the main events at both pay-per-views were kind of eh. But Payback's was more... It was more gratifying. You got to see Roman Reigns get destroyed. That's what everybody wants to see. Compared to Jinder Mahal, the biggest jobber in the world, winning the WWE Championship. I won't say it makes the title mean nothing, but I will say that definitely devalues the title in the way he got it, just out of nowhere. Here's to hoping Baron Corbin takes the title off of him, or he loses it very soon, because I just don't find any of his feuds interesting. I've never found Jinder interesting in general. He's just boring to me. And his feud with Orton's honestly wasn't interesting until the Singh brothers put their hand on Bob Orton and made it personal. That was when this feud got interesting to me. Otherwise, it was just a boring mess that I didn't want to witness. I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to sit through. There you have it. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles and Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe were my favorite matches from these pay-per-views. So I hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, give it a like, comment if you love it, super special, awesome. So, which pay-per-view did you like better? Did you like Payback? Or did you like Backlash more? Like I said, personally, I liked Payback more, even though my favorite match out of the two was on Backlash. But hey, that's just me. Ta-ta for now.